Hey there, welcome to the video. Today, I'm excited to share with you a niche in the world of Amazon KDP that is perfect if you're just getting started creating low content books. And that is the graph paper niche. So today, I'm going to be showing you some examples of some very profitable yet simple graph paper notebooks. And then I'm going to go through some keyword research to help you find some lucrative keywords. And then finally, I'm going to show you how you can start making your own graph paper notebook as soon as this video ends. But before that, hey guys, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get started. Now, the reason why the graph paper niche is such a great way to get started making low content book is because it's very, very versatile, meaning that graph paper notebooks are not limited to a specific season or a certain occasion. They are what you call an evergreen niche, which means that they'll sell year round regardless of seasonality. And another reason why this is such a good niche to get into is because a lot of people use graph paper notebooks, and then when they're done with it, they have to buy another one. And so they'll continually buy and keep buying graph paper notebooks. Another reason why is students will buy graph paper notebooks for class. On the other side of being a student, professionals will also use graph paper notebooks. So professionals such as architects, engineers, designers, researchers, etc. They all will use graph paper notebooks for drafting, for sketching. And that is why I believe getting started in the graph paper niche is a really good idea. So as you can see on my screen, I've gone ahead and done a broad search for graph paper notebook just to see what kind of books show up on the first page. And if you're not familiar with this Titans quick view and you want to get it for yourself and follow along, all you have to do is go to the Chrome web store, type in self-publishing Titans, and then download these two extensions, which I've already installed. And it's gonna help you with your keyword research as well as finding a niche. So let's go ahead and see what kind of books are here. So as you can see, there's a lot of spiral notebooks here, though that's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for independently published books. Something like this book right here, as you can see, is independently published. So as we can see here, it's a very simple design with just the graph paper on the cover and then a title. The thing I want you to look at is that it has an 11,067 BSR, or a bestsellers rank, which is actually very, very low. And it also has the bestsellers badge. And so for a book so simple to make, this book is making quite a lot of money for this publisher. Now, if we keep scrolling down to look at some more books, we can see that there's another book right here, which is a graph paper notebook with just a different design. This one has wildflowers. It says it's floral, pink. It's a vintage aesthetic botanical illustration. The interior is the same. It's filled with graph paper. And as you can see, it has a 94,134 BSR, which is telling me that this book is selling. And if I had to guess, you're not going to take more than an hour to create a cover for this type of book. So let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. And then here's this notebook, a graph paper notebook, very, very similar to the first one that we saw. It has a 22,888 BSR and the bestsellers badge, which means that it's selling very, very well. So let's go ahead and dive deeper into these three books. So here's the first book right here, graph paper notebook, grid paper for math and science students, quad ruled 5x5, 110 pages, 8.5 by 11. And it's really just a simple graph paper notebook. And if we take a look inside, we can see that it is really just filled with graph paper. And there you go. That's all it is, guys. It's just graph paper and a cover. If we scroll down the listing, so this plugin basically allows you to track the BSR of a book as well as the list price. And then if they made price changes to the book as well as the review count, you can see all of these here. And I just want to focus on the BSR. So I'm going to go ahead and unclick all these. All right, let's keep the list price so I can see when the book was published. So this book was published December 22, 2019, and it did not make a single sale until February 16, 2021. And then after that, it kind of just sat there until about July and August. when the sales just started to take off, and it's been like this ever since. As you can see, this is telling you that the BSR has remained constant for the last almost 3 years. The second example is a little bit different, but it's also the same because the only difference is the cover here. So this cover is an aesthetic cover. It has some flowers, it has botanical illustrations. It says here it's cute, floral, it's pink, but the inside is the same. So basically the only thing that separates this from the other notebook is the cover right here, which doesn't take very long to make. So if we scroll down, look at the BSR. Let's go ahead and take out some of these things here. As you can see, it was published December 2, 2022, and it started making a few sales here. And then it started to make more sales. And then now it is making consistent sales, and it's ranked at, I believe it's 90 something thousand right here, 94,000. But there you go, guys. This book is selling, and the only difference is the cover. Now let's take a look at the third example here. This third example is very similar to the first one. It's just the graph paper as the cover and then your title right there. So the title here is almost the same as the other one where it says for math and engineering students. This one says gifts for math lovers. And then if we scroll down, we can see where the BSR is here. So let's move this away. So as we can see, it was first published July 14, 2021. And then it just kind of stayed stagnant. And then it started to sell all of 2022, and then 2023 about the same. And then it started to sell a lot right here around August 2023 of last year. This is where it's selling a lot. The BSR is very, very low. It's in the 20 to 30 thousands. And that's where it stayed so far. And so as you can see, for a very, very simple notebook like this, you can make pretty good money off of just one notebook. Now let's go back to this keyword. As you can see, I have graph paper notebook. So when you're first starting out, you want to collect keywords, also known as keyword research. And basically the way to do this is to just type into Amazon's search box here. As you can see, keywords do pop up. And these keywords you want to save and compile on a spreadsheet, kind of like what I have right here. So I've gone ahead and done a bunch of research for graph paper keywords, and I've analyzed every single one of them. But basically what I did was I went to Amazon and I typed in graph paper notebook, and a bunch of these came up. The extension that I use, this Self-Publishing Titans, actually gives you more. And then all I did was I downloaded all of them, and then I would put it here. And I did this for a bunch of graph paper keywords. And what I like to take note of are a couple things. Number one, I want to track the search results right here. Number two, I want to track if there are 3 listings that I'm going to compete with that rank under 300,000 BSR or below. I like to track the average bestsellers rank of the entire first page of the keyword. And then I also like to track right here where it says niche score. I like to track that. So if we go back to my keyword list here, you can see I've done that with every single one of these keywords. So let's go to our example that we have, the graph paper notebook. As you can see, I recorded the search volume of 4,000. I went and physically examined the first page, doing this every single one and looking for products or books that I'm going to compete with, like this one. And I'll look for at least 3 of them. And then I go ahead and answer the question, yes or no. And this one is a yes. I record the average BSR of the first page. And the niche score just corresponds to this little thing that I made right here, which just helps me understand if I want to attack a certain keyword or a certain niche. Now I did this with every single keyword here. Over 100 keywords I've gone and analyzed, and this process can be cumbersome. This process can take hours, but this is really important when you're doing keyword research, because frankly, keyword research is one of the, if not one of the most important aspects of getting your book found. And so doing proper keyword research is really, really crucial. And so let me just go through with you what my worksheet is all about. So basically you can see a bunch of colors. Anything green means go, means that it satisfies my requirements. So this graph paper notebook 8.5 by 11 has a green under search because it's 1,000 or less, has a green right here under 300,000 BSR. So that's a yes. This column I don't color in. It's just for me. I don't really use this column as a determinant of whether I'm going to go after a keyword or not. I just like to see the average BSR of the first page. And then it has a 76 niche score. So after I'm done doing all my analysis on the keywords, what I like to do is highlight and copy any keyword that has all 3 boxes colored. So let me go and go through this list and show you what I mean.
A few moments later.
Okay, so from this list, I went ahead and grabbed all of the keywords that satisfy all 3 requirements, and it leaves me with this list right here. So these keywords are keywords now that I can go and look into the niche. So as you can see, there's isometric graph paper, there's a math graph paper for house plans, graph paper for multiplication. All of these are all sub niches of the graph paper niche, and with all of them I can make different graph paper notebooks and covers to hit each and one of these keywords. So this is a little insight into how I do keyword research, and so hopefully you can take some value from this. Now I know it can take hours and hours doing this kind of research, and so if you made it this far, I'm gonna go ahead and actually give you this graph paper keyword worksheet that I've created. It's going to be linked in my Gumroad shop, which is in the link down below. And so feel free to get it for yourself and go ahead and make a graph paper notebook for yourself using these keywords. And it's just my way of helping you create a book that you can make money online with. Now, it's actually pretty simple to make these graph paper interiors, but for any reason you didn't want to make your own interiors and you wanted it done for you, or you wanted a program to help you create it, you can use something like Tangent Templates, which is a paid program. But if you already have it, they do have a section here where you can go ahead and create a graph paper interior. You can just pick your trim size, your page count, bleed, no bleed. And then once you hit download interior, it'll be all set, ready to go. Another place you can get your graph paper from is Creative Fabrica. So if you go to Creative Fabrica, you type in graph paper interior, and then you just select right here, KDP interiors. You can see all of the graph papers that they have. And this is an easy way of just downloading something that's already done and made for you. So if you want to check out Creative Fabrica, I'll leave the link down below. Well, there you have it. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and hopefully you're able to implement it into your low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.